In this edition of City News, find out how not all heroes wear capes, see why City Hall has gone to the dogs, and discover who is swooping and hooping through the summer. These stories and much more coming up on City News. Hello and welcome to City News. I'm Abby Grimion. Two historical organizations joined together to honor some of Hawthorne's local heroes. Sam Vargas has the details.
Residents of the South Bay gathered at the Hawthorne Memorial Center to honor some of our first responders.
We call the event Honoring Hawthorne's Heroes, and it's a chance for us to recognize the heroic things our first responders are doing for us on a day in and day out basis.
The event was sponsored by both the Kiwanis and Rotary Clubs of Hawthorne and recognized officers from both the police and fire departments.
So we're going to honor a police officer and a firefighter of the year. And it's nominated by their respective chiefs. You know, obviously everybody on the squad is good, but this is one way to pick somebody and have it represent, you know, the departments as a whole.
This year's honorees are firefighter Tim Gaffney and Police Lieutenant Amy Yoshida.
I think it's great. It's amazing. I feel very honored and privileged to be accepted and honored by the community for this. I mean, it was a total shock to me. I just come here to do my job and do the best I can, and it's a great honor to have it.
It means the world to me. I've been involved with this city for over 30 years, and I love the city, and I love the community, and I love being involved. So I don't do it for the thanks, but to be acknowledged for it means the world to me.
The award recognizes work done not only in the department, but as her son points out, for the community as a whole.
She helps with Relay for Life. She does the Special Olympics torch run, Special Olympics plane pull, and all these different extracurricular activities that she doesn't need to do but wants to do for the community.
Our police are very close to the citizens, and they respond to the citizens. They have activities in the communities with the citizens. The citizens know them personally and like them as individuals.
The event has been held every year since 1992, and according to Doug Herbst, hopes to continue and grow long into the future. Reporting for HCTV, I'm Sam Vargas.
For more information on future events, contact Patricia Donaldson at 310-754-9564 or email her at patdonaldson@hotmail.com. Local voters were recently given updated information on the new voting process coming for the 2020 elections. Francisco Castillo has more.
Changes to the voting process will soon be seen by Los Angeles County voters.
We're here today with the Vote Center Placement Project organized by the LA County Registrar Recorder, ensuring that we can modernize the voting system that we have in place.
The new system will allow voters to look at their sample ballot, go online to fill it out, which will then give you a cue to scan at the voting booth. The new touchscreen will then allow you to review your answers both digitally and on a printout before submitting.
This is going to be a system that's going to be rolled out this year so that the voters this year will have a chance to vote in a more modern way.
The county register recorder also mentioned that they will hold a mock election for those that would like to test out the new machines in September. Annie Sims likes the idea of using the new machines before the next year's election.
It's going to help us an awful lot too, because we don't want to go in there not knowing exactly what we are doing.
Attendees were given a list of possible voting centers and information on how they could possibly request a location. For HCTV, I'm Francisco Castillo.
If you would like more information on voting centers or future public meetings, visit their website at vsap.lavote.net. Large, bulky items are an eyesore and can be dangerous to walk around when placed on city sidewalks. The City of Hawthorne and Republic Services are teaming up for a new solution for residents. Ernesto Giles tells us more.
Large items left on the curb have become an all too common sight around Hawthorne. To discourage the dumping of items such as old couches and mattresses, the City and Republic Services are offering residents a new free way to get rid of these and many other items.
They can call Allied first, or the Republic, and then schedule pickup. So they don't need to put those there for weeks. So they can put them the night before, then the next day when the sweeping cleaning comes, the Republicans send the trucks to pick up the bulk items.
Residents are now able to have 20 items picked up for free a year by calling Republic Services and scheduling a pickup. This service was available to single-family homes and now has expanded to include multi-family dwellings and commercial properties as well.
Making it easier for them, giving these free items away. It brings everybody together and gets things a little more coordinated and cleans up the city.
We live here, we play here, we want our children to be safe and healthy, and they go to schools through the streets.
Doug Krause hopes property managers and tenants begin talking about the initiative and how to make best use of the service so that we all have a cleaner city. Reporting for HCTV, I'm Ernesto Giles.
For more information on bulk item pickups, contact Republic Services at 800-299-4898. The Castle Preschool recently celebrated their preschool graduation with many proud parents and family members looking on. The procession of 60 boys and girls celebrating their preschool graduation had parents and family members beaming with pride.
I'm really excited. I think it's one of the best joys I've ever had since she was born.
And no one could be more proud of the class of 2019 than Hawthorne Council member Alex Montero.
This is our future. The kids is our future, and that is where we celebrate them and we send them to kindergarten with love. And I'm going to keep monitor them because I keep watching all my kids all the way to high school and then to college.
The graduates dazzled friends and family with performances including songs sung in 6 different languages, dancing, and one student in particular who showed off her fiddling skills.
I was dancing and I was singing my violin. I was playing my violin and I was dancing and I was singing.
Tell me, what was your favorite part?
When I was doing my dance.
The dance? Which dance did you like the most?
My dance.
For the dedicated teachers and staff of Castle Preschool, this bittersweet moment is met with nothing but pride for their students and all that they have learned.
We like to put on a great show for our parents. It's, it's something for the children to celebrate. So it's a gift from us to the parents, because I'm always saying that I might be teaching the next president, the next, new generation that's coming up need education from they're little. So this is just a preparation from the beginning for them.
The first of many milestones, Councilmember Montero hopes to demonstrate to parents that their participation in their children's school is an asset, not only for the school administration, but for themselves as well.
It's important to see that these parents have to get involved, and the graduation is to show them that the kids graduate from preschool to kindergarten to first grade all the way to high school. We have to encourage them to move on in life and to be successful in school, even beyond college.
A day of celebration for the first of many graduations for Hawthorne's future generations. The next session for the Castle South Bay Universal Child Development Center begins on August 21st. For more information, visit their website at www.monitagardens.org/the_castle. Coming up next on City News, find out where breakfast was served with a scoop of history on the side. And see why cultivators converged at a local school. There's more news ahead. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Residents from around the South Bay got a free lesson on our local water supply. HCTV reporter Daniel Lindley has the story.
With increasing demand for reliable and sustainable water source, the West Basin Municipal Water District held a lunch and learn, informing the public on the imported water supply.
Today we were happy to host a class as part of our Lunch and Learn class series. It's free to the community, where we have our different subject matter experts here at West Basin teach on topics.
West Basin currently imports 55% of their water supply, while only 19% comes from the local ground source.
I actually thought it was more groundwater that we use, but that is completely not the case.
According to Education Coordinator Darrow Ramos Young, there are 2 main sources of imported water.
We're gathering water from the Colorado River watershed and transporting that over 200 miles to the Mojave Desert. And to supplement that water supply, we're receiving water from the Sacramento-San Joaquin Delta up in Northern California through the California Aqueduct.
As a wholesaler, West Basin buys water from the Metropolitan Water District for about $1,300 per acre foot.
We measure the quantity of water in what's called an acre foot. If you take a football field, which is approximately the size of an acre, and cover it with a foot of water, that acre foot of water is enough for 2 families to survive on for 1 year.
He adds that importing water from hundreds of miles away is still cheaper than desalination of ocean water.
It really depends on the quantity that's actually being produced, but it could range from anywhere between $1,400 to even $2,000 per acre foot.
West Basin Municipal Water District hopes residents sign up for the remaining 3 classes left in the Lunch and Learn series. I'm Daniel Lindley, reporting for HCTV.
To sign up for West Basin's Lunch and Learn, visit their website at www.westbasin.org. The annual Rabies Clinic was held at Hawthorne City Hall as an opportunity to give vaccinations and microchips for man's best friends.
Well, it's an yearly event that we have in our city. It's for low-cost rabies vaccines, low-cost microchips, and you don't have to live in our community. It's for everyone outside of this community. What we always want is people to go ahead and make sure, microchip your dogs, give them all the vaccines that they need in order for them to have a healthy pet. And with microchip, it helps because their pet can't come home sooner than later.
Although the thought of losing your furry family member because they slipped out of your home or they got sick may be distressing, these citizens, veterinarians, and animal control officers were out making sure that for some local area families, the chances of that are a lot lower.
It was a good deal to get them vaccinated, so we're here. It's great because it gets people together, and it's great for the community and for our pets. It gets people out there to get them shot and vaccinated. It's really good for everyone.
But there's more than one reason to get your dogs and cats vaccinated, according to Officer Diaz.
First of all, it's a law. All dogs have to have a rabies vaccine, if nothing else. We always say, hey, the parvo vaccine, the distemper vaccine, always necessary. People tend to just do one instead of all 3. We've not had a case of rabies in our state in many, many years, but it's just something that it's preventative. So we need to make sure that all dogs have a rabies vaccine. Raccoons carry rabies, and they're in people's backyards sometimes. So you want to make sure that your animals are protected against it.
Local veterinarian Dr. Satesh Sungaram stressed the importance of vaccinations for our furry friends.
Majority of the people have no clue about the vaccinations and what is the importance of the vaccinations, and they just don't think it is necessary. And especially in this area, there are a lot of dogs which are dying of parvo, and it can be controlled by the vaccinations.
The clinic was a day for the record books to ensure that local residents' four-legged friends stay healthy and safe. For emergency services for attacking, injured, dead, or animals on the loose, call 310-675-4444. All non-emergency reports or questions for animal control can be left on a 24/7 message line at 310-349-2948. The Holly Park Homeowners Association held their annual Pancake Breakfast. HCTV reporter Daniel Lindley was there for the celebration.
Residents from around Hawthorne gathered at Olivet Lutheran Church for the Juneteenth Remembrance and Scholarship fundraiser.
We are giving our 10th annual Juneteenth Pancake Breakfast, and the proceeds for the Pancake Breakfast goes to scholarships for graduating seniors here in Holly Park.
A scholarship which can help college-bound seniors to continue their education, according to Council Member Alex Montero.
College is expensive, right? So the kids that are graduating, especially from this area, because they go to LAUSD, they don't go to Hawthorne schools, so they have to find their own way to get scholarships to the kids.
In addition to funding the scholarship, the Pancake Breakfast serves to commemorate the history behind Juneteenth. Many believe that slaves were freed with the signing of the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863. However, it wasn't until 1865 that slaves in states like Texas and Louisiana were given their freedom. Today, we recognize that freedom as Juneteenth.
because there was no internet, there were no telephones. Believe it or not, there were people who didn't know they were free.
According to California State Senator Stephen Bradford, there are many who haven't been taught the history of Juneteenth.
Why aren't they teaching about African American history in public schools? We teach everyone else's history, but for some reason we fail to share the history and the contributions of African Americans in this country. So it's important that we tell the whole story.
Senator Bradford hopes with the passing of the new legislation, he will have another part of history to tell at next year's Pancake Breakfast. I'm Daniel Lindley, reporting for HCTV.
To learn more about the Juneteenth Pancake Breakfast and the Holly Park Homeowners Association, contact Holly Park HOA President Harry Hendricks at 323-242-9181 or Vice President Darvis Johnson at darvj812@gmail.com. When we return, we'll show you who's got talent in the city of good neighbors. Summer basketball is in full swing with the first game tip-off at the Betty Ainsworth Sports Center. The sound of the whistles from the referees could only signal one thing. The start of the Summer Basketball League was officially here.
I came out because my son Noah was playing. He plays for the Warriors, number 20. He did a great job.
Oh man, they came out and they fought really hard. You know, I was telling him just to focus on getting open, just have fun, enjoy his time on the court. And he did a pretty good job. I'm proud of him.
The Basketball League, sponsored by the Department of Recreation and Community Services, is a mainstay of co-ed summer activity and has been instrumental in more than just providing activity and exercise for its participants.
Seeing like the kids grow and understanding you always have an input on their lives. I've had kids kind of come back and say, oh, hey, they remember kind of like being a part of this.
I think youth sports are really important for kids because it teaches them a lot of things about life, not just about sports, but about life in general. You know, teamwork, camaraderie, hard work, determination.
It teaches them teamwork, how to work well with others, sport ethics. I think it's great.
The participants faced off with their opponents, but kept fun as their first priority.
It was fun. It was really fun. It was kind of hard, a little bit hard. I did a lot of baskets sometimes. I think when I was on defense, I felt like a lot of courage.
It was fun. It was so exciting. I thought we were going to lose. We have all good players as our friends, so we might see them next year too.
No matter which team won or lost, parents and participants walked away with smiles on their faces and pride in their hearts.
I'm excited. I grew up playing basketball here, so seeing him come out and actually be pretty decent at playing basketball, getting better, it makes me feel proud.
I'm really happy with the Hawthorne, the Hawthorne sports, youth sports. We've been in it for about 4 years now. My kid's 8 years old, so since he was little, and can't say enough of good things about it.
An exciting start for the youth of Hawthorne, who are starting their summer winning and grinning. For more information on the Summer Basketball League, call the Betty Ainsworth Sports Center at 310-349-1655. Exotic and rare species of plants filled the Dana Middle School auditorium as the South Bay Begonia Society held their yearly fundraising drive. Daniel Lindley tells us what's in bloom.
We've got a lot of exotic plants here. Begonias are exotic for sure, but you'll also see Hoyas, that's like a climbing plant. We have staghorn ferns and other ferns here. We have peperomias and of course some beautiful gesneriads.
All the plants are homegrown and donated by the members of the society to help support their club.
We meet, we share plants, but we have speakers who may speak on cultural tips, how to grow plants, certain plants, not just begonias, but all kinds. Pest control, we've discussed at our club. How to start plants from seeds, how to take care of vegetables even.
Society member Larry Ebner explains one of the many benefits of having plants around your environment.
I started to move plants in, and the temperature went down and down and down. And that's the case anywhere that there are plants. They change the climate.
Ebner also points out the therapeutic benefit and mental clarity that comes with creating your own garden. I'm Daniel Lindley, reporting for HCTV.
For more information on the Begonia Society and future plant sales in your area, you can visit the American Begonia Society's website at www.begonias.org. There was nothing short of song and dance on display for some local area youth. Tony Long Jr. got the front row seat.
Students of Kornblum Elementary showcased their acts as the school hosts a talent show.
Tonight is Kornblum's Got Talent. It's our final event for the school year, talent show. All students, kindergarten through 5th grade, have entered various talents. It's not a contest, just a show.
Kornblum's Dean of Students, who also has musical experience, is one of the staff responsible for coordinating the event.
Since I tour performing, I try to show them some of the things that make the stage performance well. The little intricacies of performing on stage, eye contact, hand gestures, walking, and trying to involve your audience. So just little things so they can start learning now.
Twins Kayla and Kaylee enjoyed the excitement of being on stage as they prepared to sing musician Ed Sheeran's Perfect.
We get to sing together, and then we also we get lower voices, and then we get higher, and it's fun when you say louder. It's funnier. I wanted to sing a different song, but we still sang this one because we both know it.
4th grade student Yamile comes dressed in her mariachi gear as she performs a Spanish song by Mexican musician Ana Gabriel.
I love to sing, and I thought, oh look, it's a talent show, so why not enter it?
Stephanie Canillo enjoys seeing her daughter on stage doing what she loves to do.
What could I say? I love seeing her perform and to have her sing her songs that she loves.
The students are not the only ones who brought their skills to the stage.
The support staff and I are going to do a little surprise number to break the ice, give the students some confidence. So we're going to start the show with a little number that we prepared. We're going to be doing a lip sync and some dance moves.
School principal Marissa Stewart was pleased with the support for the students from the parents throughout the school year. For HCTV, this is Tony Long Jr.
For more information on events, visit the Kornblum Elementary website at korn-hsd-ca.schoolloop.com. Keep it right here on Channel 22 for these future city news stories. See how some local area residents kicked off the summer. Plus, discover where children really can get a free lunch. And find out what team took over Memorial Park to help improve some players' games. That does it for this edition of City News. Thanks for watching. If you have any story ideas, please call us at 310-349-1630 or email us at hctv@hawthorneca.gov. Don't forget, you can watch City News online on YouTube by searching Hawthorne Community Television. We'll leave you now with more footage from the Castle graduation. See you next time.